Did you hear that? That sound, that terrifying, fatal sound, is the sound of another gun being unnecessarily fired. Good morning, I'm Ian Snyder, and along with my partner Caitlin Brady, we're representing the affirmative side. This morning, we will be debating the resolution resolved that the U.S. government should significantly reduce the sales and purchasing of guns in urban areas. The affirmative side defines significantly as to a significant degree and having or likely to have a major effect or important by Merriam-Webster Dictionary, and urban as the United States Census Bureau does. The core census block groups or blocks that have a population density of at least 1,000 people per square mile, and surrounding census blocks that have a population density of at least 500 people per square mile. We want the reduction of gun sales in urban areas to have a major effect on many factors of crime and violence in cities, because guns increase the murder rate, increase child mortality, and too many mentally unstable people have gotten their hands on guns and done horrific things with them. So many deaths and other excruciating incidents are caused by firearms every year in the United States. And with the decrease in gun sales and therefore the frequency of gun-related violence, these factors could be lessened or hopefully even exterminated. To start, the sales of guns increase the murder rate in urban areas. According to the CDC, which also is the Division for Violence Prevention, the murder toll from guns is the highest in big cities, especially in their innermost parts. Of 306 homicides in Philadelphia last year, 244 of them were committed using firearms. That's roughly 80%. 80%. Also, about 100,000 shootings occurred in America on a yearly basis, which comes out to about 274 every day. When our founding fathers gave us the right to bear arms, they never would have imagined all the violence and senseless crimes that they would cause in the future. Continuing, a reduction in gun sales would reduce child mortality. At least 15,000 children are severely injured in gun-related incidents every year, and an additional 3,000 are killed. Britain and Japan have stricter gun laws than we do, and they had 13 and 0 deaths, respectively, last year from firearm violence. Using a quote and statistic from Nita Lowy, 86% of the gun deaths of children under the age of 14 internationally are right here in the United States of America. It is madness. And once again saying the CDC, referring to the inner city quote I used before, children and teens accounted for 73% of all firearm homicides between 2006 and 2007, which may seem like a long time ago, but it's the most recent statistic available. Additionally, homicide and suicide are the second and third leading cause of death in teenagers, with 85% of teen homicides using a gun and 43% of teen suicides using a gun. Almost 1 in 4 youth firearm incidents result in death, whereas other non-firearm incidents only result in death 1 out of every 760 times. This clearly shows that a reduction in available guns would equal a reduction in teen deaths. My elders always said that we are the future. I don't know about all of you, but I want to see that future and prove them right. And I don't want firearms getting in my way. Third, too many mentally unstable people have gotten their hands on guns and done horrific things with them. To begin, let's look at the Virginia Tech Massacre of 2007. This was the deadliest mass shooting by a single gunman in American history. Sung Hee Cho, a senior at Virginia Tech who had been previously diagnosed with social anxiety, depression, and who was thought to be mentally ill, bought .22 caliber and 9mm handguns with no questions asked. On that fateful morning, Cho went on campus and began to shoot, killing 32 individuals and injuring 25 others. Had the gun laws in Virginia been stricter and required even a minute form of a background check, Cho would have never been able to purchase a weapon, and those loved lives would have been saved. More recently, there is the example of the Tucson shooting. One of the most notable victims of this shooting was Christina Taylor Greene, a 9-year-old girl from Arizona. Christina Taylor was born September 11, 2001. Throughout her life, she used this birth date to motivate her to do things for her country, and she wanted to do these through politics. Christina Taylor was the newly elected president of her school's student council, and she wanted to go to Arizona Representative Gabrielle Giffords' rally in order to learn more about politics. A 22-year-old man named Jared Loughner was angry with Giffords, and therefore he planned an attack, which he executed at this rally on January 8th of this year. Loughner shot 19 people, including Giffords, who was shot in the head, and killed 6, including Christina Taylor Greene. Loeffner, to prove a point, was deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial. Someone that sick should not even be in possession of a gun, much less in a position to use it for taking so many lives. Had a background screening and mental exam been in place for both of these absolutely horrific incidents, precious lives, too many to even comprehend, would not have been lost. Instead, those individuals are forever gone. Their families remain grieving without closure, and the world loses people who would have made a difference for sure. To conclude, the U.S. federal government should significantly reduce the sales and purchasing of guns in urban areas. The evidence has been presented as to why this absolutely needs to be done, since having guns widely available increases the murder rate, increases child mortality, and lets mentally unstable people do horrific things with them. Just think of the lives, ideas, and opportunities that could be saved with one incredibly simple act. If we act as a people to put a stop to this insanity, I can assure you that it can be done. Please, we don't need to hear another wasted gunshot taking another valuable life. Put an end to the madness. Vote affirmative. Thank you.